Alright, guys, if you guys could hear me, good morning, great morning. Big up to everyone. I know today's the day, but today's not the day, but it's tomorrow. Yep, I hope everyone is doing well. Big up to everyone. Let's send link to everyone here. I'm only going to be here for at least an hour because I got some things to do, but I have to make this stream. I couldn't do it yesterday, but I had to do it today, I guess. So, yeah, big ups to everyone as we go into the international break. As we go to the international break, I guess. But yeah, so much has happened on the last day of club football, which is a lot, obviously. As we head into March camp, yup, for everyone. As you saw the last pictures, obviously we know, yeah. A special Super Sunday, so big ups to everyone. Mm-hmm. But yep, today is a big day. It's not today. Tomorrow we got a big matchup. It's Brazil versus Colombia World Cup qualifiers, and I will show you my screen in just a sec. Let me try to build this real quick. It wants me to add another one. Give me a sec. By the way, I kind of fell asleep and I just woke up, so I'm only 20 minutes late. I almost missed the whole thing, so I couldn't afford it. So yeah, big up to build up liner. I can use whatever I want, players, move around, and I think since we're going this way, I think that, and I'm still trying to learn, obviously. So as we go for the preview of Brazil versus Colombia, yep, that's the big game, obviously. Yep, the big one is tomorrow at technically 5:45 p.m. Pacific time, 8:45 Eastern time, and 9:45 p.m. local time. So yeah, this is a must-win game, obviously. So yeah, the the national team I support is Brazil. Brazil, who needs to qualify for World Cup qualifiers. It's match day 13th. Only a few more match days to go. 2 match days per window. We only have 3 windows left, so 6 more, and this is our last 6. In my opinion, this is a must-win game. Even though Brazil has been getting a little bit better on form, but we still haven't been good, obviously. Especially without Neymar, especially only playing with 3 games. And we struggled without him. At one point, we were sitting like 6th. Absolutely ridiculous. November 2020, I remember Venezuela and Ecuador being above us. Absolutely mad. Even though Ecuador, I think they're still above us. So right now, we're sitting in 4th, I believe. Yeah, 4. It's a must-win game. Yep, it is. It is a must-win game. As for Colombia, this is a must-draw game, must not lose game. So yeah, so yeah, damn it. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me try to turn on Google. Let me try to set this up real quick before I read you guys in the comments. Give me a sec. Alright, I know my mom wants to call me. Yep. Big up to you. Make sure you like the stream if you haven't already. So yeah, hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, shut up, Chivas. Those days are over. And then we're also going to be talking about players' forms going into Colombia. The local clubs like Flamengo as well is who they're calling now. But still, it's annoying that they're calling me. Give me a sec. All right, so yep, there's work. So like I said, there's Nations League in Europe. Whoever's in the quarterfinals in the CONCACAF Nations League which I don't care too much. I mean, I will have a look at it. I think the CONCACAF Nations League is overrated, honestly, especially with the U.S. So yeah, this is going to be a big game. Brazil versus Colombia is going to be a big game. We're meeting each other for 3 times in a year and a half. We just met 9 months ago, 8 months ago. Yeah, 8.5 months ago in the Copa America, and we'll be telling about our form going into this. So yeah, let me try to pull this up. And I think the starting 11s they will use. Okay, and I want the start 11, I guess, to be. Ignore this. Soccer promotion. That's different. So, anyways, yeah, this is the game that I'm talking about. Brazil versus Colombia, big matchup. 5:45 p.m. Pacific time. This will be played around in the area BR Marin Garrincha. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's in our capital, in the Brazilian capital. Even though I never visited, and by the way, ignore that. But yeah, I never visited the stadium before. It looks hella nice. Obviously, that's where Brazil will be playing. I think we already played one of our games earlier in World Cup qualifiers. I think back in 23. Not sure if it was against Venezuela or not against Argentina. That was at the Maracanã. Bolivia, I don't remember. But yeah, no, big up to the Colombian population. Honestly, after Brazil, Colombia is actually in my heart as well. So I actually do have a kid of both of them. I do respect Colombia, so great national team, obviously. They've been getting better under Di Lorenzo. I know their form after the Copa America, 1-0 loss against Argentina as they refuse, as yeah, shut up, Telemundo. Well, I probably won't say anything about it. I will explain about Brazil versus Colombia. So yeah, this is going to be the biggest matchup. I prefer watching Brazil Colombia over the USA Panama because I just think the US is gonna win as always, which is overrated, honestly. So yeah, I'm not doing a watch along. Big up to Mr. Joshua J. I know he's not here. He's doing the watch along. So yeah, big up to him. 10,000 capacity. But yeah, this is a must-win game. Yep. And big up to the So yeah, that's where we're playing tomorrow. Nice stadium. Let me try to read this. Brazil versus Colombia. So right now, okay, so we're sitting in fifth, right? We're sitting 1 point behind Colombia. We need to win this game, honestly, because you want to know why? All right, so we go above Colombia. I expect Ecuador to beat Venezuela, so they would still be a point above us. So we're also going to check into our form going into it since the last international break in November. And then we got to talk about the squad list for both teams. Yup. Colombia. Colombia, we all know that they love to play, style, harsh. They press. Even though they are missing a few players, but still, Damn, man. Sorry about that. My mom was just trying to interrupt me. Like, I know, but I'm just trying to be busy with this. But anyways, listen. If we beat Colombia on tomorrow, on Thursday or Friday, because here in America it's on Thursday, but the rest of the world is, and especially in the Eastern Hemisphere, European Hemisphere, Eastern, it's on Friday. But yeah, that's it. My local time got at 9:45, so you should check it out. Like what time? But yeah, that will be the biggest matchup. On match day 13th, the second biggest of this window, in my opinion, because we still got to play our other rivals, Argentina, which I'm gonna talk about a little bit. So yeah, and then there was also plans about David L. Jr. about our possible attack before Neymar got injured, obviously, which I'm kind of pissed off, annoyed about it, and sad because we need him for leadership because we just couldn't. Brazil just couldn't do it without its main leader at best. We are the best national team in history, but right now we're just not. We're still sitting in fifth, even though I think we've been doing a little bit better. So we'll be coming into our form into we're gonna talk about the call ups, big up, the call ups. So and the last time we played each other, especially in the Copa America, but I'm trying to some podcasts, even though it's not just. I know more of them will likely drop their preview later tonight. But yeah, Brazil Colombia, we do have. Is it a rivalry? Well, we have a warm relationship with those two people. And listen, I'm not even Brazilian, but I feel Brazilian, and I just do intend the and I know I am from the Conca guy. I am American with Mexican descent. But I just don't care about the Nations League. Honestly, I think it's just gonna be USA Canada final. I'll check it out, but I just don't think this is interesting as Brazil. So I have to do a watch along, obviously. So I'm not doing a watch along. Mr. Joshua J will do the watch along. Big up to him. Should invite Michael as well. Yep. So if we beat Colombia, we'll go above them. But we also need Ecuador to drop points to Venezuela, which I don't think so. Yes, they have Arabudo from Sociedad, but remember, Venezuela has not won a game in over a year in the eliminatorias and World Cup qualifiers. And like I said, ignore that. I'll fix that. But still, Paraguay, Paraguay, they're also on great form. You could see they're looking to go above us. Colombia, if we draw Colombia, and it depends with the results, we might go down to six because Who does Paraguay have? If Paraguay win their game tomorrow, they play against Chile. So basically, that game will will once our game starts, that game will always be in the. We'll see, and I think Paraguay. I think they're gonna win it because Chile, they're kind of dead. I know Chile got a 4-2 win against Venezuela, comeback from 2-0 or 2-1 down. So yeah. So honestly, this is a must-win game. If we draw, I'm not too mad about it. But if we somehow lose to Colombia, which massive respect, I'll be furious. And not because I hate Colombia. Of course I like it, but I'm just saying as for national team standards, we used to be, the top of the top, and now our standards have dropped off because we're starting to lost our football identity, honestly. Especially without Neymar. We have struggled. And if we're gonna be talking about the form we'll be going on into, into this matchup. So let's talk about us real quick. So the last time we played, we had to, even though football is not being played with three or more teams, honestly, I wish, honestly, or even up to 10, which would be crazy. It's impossible to play a 10, but at least three or four teams, like a three or four sided football match, because we all want to play against all of each other. So I wish we did. I wish it was a thing, but we didn't. And I have no. And by the way, since Xfinity has taken away Sports TV from their freaking program from me, especially, I I cannot watch the preview they say in Portuguese, even though I don't understand it. But I just so the last time we played, we drew 1-1 with Uruguay. Still unbeaten us. Yep, another team that caused us problems. We meet us in Copa America, got eliminated. We defended well, and then we got eliminated on penalties, which is a heartbreak. Because if we had to play Uruguay, we had to go play Colombia. And I wasn't gonna have none of that. Oh my god! Even though, yep, this is the last time we're playing Uruguay for a while. We don't have to play them until they schedule up a friendly. Nah, it wasn't as physical as the Copa America game. There wasn't a lot of fouls. There was a lot of fouls, but not as much because the Copa America was worse. There was only 5 yellow cards in this game. But yeah, that's the last time we managed to get a draw 1-1. I think we ended up once Gresson scores. Yep, Flamengo. Yep. And funny enough, most of our scores outside of Neymar's leadership, most of their goals that we've scored from, especially from open play, since Rafinha's taking penalty kicks. Even though Gabriel Magalhaes is good at set pieces and corner kicks, basically, Rafinha's our main penalty taker, and I think he should be because I know it's about Vinicius Jr. Especially, I have to talk about players into form. And listen, I don't even know all of Brazil's players enough because I do know almost every single one of them, but there are some clubs that I don't watch because I don't have it because there's so many games happening. You know what I'm saying? So that's not my. So you don't have to get mad at me. I'm just trying. And then what Brazilian clubs they've been called up. But once Gresson scored that goal, Brazil got a little bit of momentum, but nothing else, honestly. And then we did draw it with 1-1 Venezuela. We kind of bottled it. Rafinha scored that free kick golazo. And then we let them equalize instead of locking them up. For a result, honestly, they should have won this game. By the way, Vinicius Jr. did miss the penalty, and then that caused him to get hated. Venezuela were the slightly better team, I guess. Yeah, they were. I don't think Brazil played that bad, but in the second half, a little bit worse. It was just disappointing, honestly. I prefer getting the 3 points, honestly. Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, Brazil. And then what? Oh, yeah, that's the next fixture. So, and then, yeah, this is our form going into it. Yeah, we beat Peru 4-0. Oh, yeah, Rafinha as well. Said most of our goals, funny enough, they're not goal scorers from Europe. It has to be from our league in Brazil. Funny enough, our league from Brazil will have to score for most of our goals, including the 4-0 win. Even though Botafogo are not doing good, but two of them were from Botafogo, the Brazilian league. Because Rafinha had two penalty kicks and he converted them pretty well. 2-0, 1-0, 2-0. Even though he wasn't doing much from open play, but most of our goal scorers are from the Brazilian league, including Chile as well. We hardly had any European top scorers. The Copa America, we only scored freaking 5 goals. We were getting locked up, honestly. Besides that 4-1 win against Paraguay, which is probably the only dominant performance. Paraguay probably let us score those goals from, but yeah, that wasn't the turnaround, honestly. And then we lost to Paraguay 1-0 to 1 Brazil. But yeah, especially this match, come back and Golo Jesus last minute winner. No, Luis Enrique last minute winner and Golo Jesus, Flamengo's biggest rivals. And then I think we played that well, honestly. We didn't play that well until the last few minutes. So it kind of was a deserved win, but a deserved draw at the end. So yeah, big up to you, Rich Money Makers. Big up, yeah, facts. Big up. Make sure you hit like, subscribe. Yes, I'm live. I'm doing a preview for Brazil versus Colombia, especially. This includes Esteval Williams, as he gets called up. So we're just checking everybody's form. Let's check into Colombia's form because in the last few months they've been traumatized with that Copa America loss. Ever since they lost 1-0, their form has kind of dropped off, honestly. Especially the last 2 games. They actually lost their last 2 games. They lost to 10 men Ecuador at home. They lost 10 men to Ecuador. Inter Valencia from Internacional, obviously, their main captain scores. Piuk Pig gets sent off. And Colombia, they had 7 shots on target. They played well, and yet they still couldn't score. So Colombia played really well. Ecuador parked the bus. Their goalkeeper had a man in the match performance because he saved every single shot, which is crazy. Colombia had 5 offsides, so they did score a goal, but it was offside. I think there might have been another one, if I'm correct, but 5 offsides in total. Colombia were the better team, but Ecuador got it right. Gonzalez, big up to him. What a keeper. What club does he play? Club Atletico. Oh, he plays for that Argentine league club. I know what. Is it the balloon club, the hot air balloon club? Yes. Big up to him. So that's just crazy. Even though Colombia's form has kind of dropped off, they've also lost to Uruguay away 3-2, which they got their win. Ugarte last minute winner, by the way, which is crazy. Aguirre, yep, from Club America scores. Colombia had a 1-0 lead and they bottled it. An own goal. Uruguay didn't score from open play, and then they did. It was 2-1, and then Andres Gomez equalizes, and then Ugarte for Manchester United last minute winner. So yeah, so we are definitely coming a little bit better form. Colombia with 2 losses, us with 2 draws. But in my opinion, 2024, despite Colombia losing Copa America, they've been the better team, obviously. Besides the last few months, okay, fine. The last window they haven't been good, but if we talk about the last half year, the last year, I would say, from March, Colombia have been better than us, honestly. So yeah, we gotta have a lookout of our players. We gotta have a lookout. It's a must-win game. So yeah, all the players are training. So we're gonna have a look. So yeah, I want to go to our Yep, ever since because they beat Uruguay down 10 men. Well, there was a fight at the end because Uruguay went down 10 men as well, which means it was game over. Yup, because they wanted to fight for refusing to break down Colombia. But yeah, that summer was crazy. I love that summer. That was a successful Copa America. I honestly, I just Colombia could have done the upset. And then we did a couple friendlies, obviously. No World Cup qualifiers. This is a B team. This is not the main team. They always have that sometimes in December. They beat the USA 5-1, 3-0. Yep, you get James Rodriguez. All right, so let me go to the 1-1 draw. The last time we played Colombia was, if you guys could see the screen, it was a 1-1 draw. Funny enough, this happened around my stadium where I'm at, where I live, only an hour away at Levi Stadium in the Bay Area in San Jose, Santa Clara. This was the 1-1 draw. This was the big game. I tried to go to it, but the problem is the tickets, they were hella expensive, so I couldn't go. And I was like, Jesus Christ, like why so much? So yeah. So yeah, I remember guys, we had 3 shots on target. Colombia had 6. Colombia outplayed us. They've been the better side, and this was at a neutral venue, so we didn't lose. Even on the last few minutes, Brazil, I forgot who missed that shot. It was dangerous, and we could have scored, but Colombia's keeper, what's his name? Oh yeah, Vargas. What club does he play? Since he's Colombia's number 1. Oh, he plays for Atlas. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's him from Atlas. Yes. Big up to Atlas, obviously. Yes. Frick the Chivas, obviously. Their biggest rivals. Absolute scumbags. I forgot he's Atlas's main number 1. He's been there since 2019. Oh yeah. He made a great save. I rate him. He is one of the best keepers in Liga MX. While we have, the Premier Leagues. Allison, obviously, which I'm going to explain in a bit. It's 8 o'clock. Yeah, I should have started the stream earlier. He's 36. I still rate him. I think he was starting, and he was in their game against Ecuador. Pick up to Cameron Vargas, especially plays for Atlas. Even though I can't play because it's copyright, but he will be starting, obviously. Even though I know he can see 3 goals from open play against Club America. I know that he can see 3 goals against Club America back on Saturday, which I failed to do the watch along because of family party reasons. They didn't. I mean, it's not that personal. Well, it's because it just didn't let me go because they want me to have a chat. Yep, Atlas went down 10 men as well, which I didn't. Just like the Uruguay and Colombia, another fight. So yeah, he did play in this match. So yeah, so we gotta keep an eye on it. So Club America did score. Aguirre, even though Colombia is not playing Uruguay, he has conceded to him as well. So he has conceded another goal from Aguirre. Back in November, Colombia's 3-2 loss against Uruguay and 3-1 at home against Club America. Funny enough, Rodrigo Aguirre will be called up for Uruguay's matchup against Argentina and Bolivia, and we'll see how he does. Been on great form. I rate that player, even though this is getting a little bit off topic. Well, technically, this kind of connects, makes sense. So yeah, I know it could see 3 goals, but it's not his fault. It's mostly the back line from Atlas is not that impressive. So yeah, I thought it was in the Colombian league. Even though, funny enough, there's another great Colombian goalkeeper that plays in Liga MX, and he plays for Cruz Azul, but I'm not sure if they're using him. His name is Kevin. I think that's yes. Yeah, he's a lot younger. I'm not sure if he will get called up. I don't know if they use him as a second or third, because I think he is their second or third. I think there's someone else. So I think they use 3 goalkeepers, but Vargas their number one. Kevin, I think there's second or third, but yeah, he plays for Cruz Azul, obviously. Even though I'm not a Cruz Azul fan, but I do watch La Liga MX because of my yeah. So big up to them. Yeah. So yeah, we drew 1-1 with Colombia on that day, and we got outplayed, but managed to hold on for 1-1 draw. Rafinha scored that banger. That's when his form started to kick in July. Ever since he scored that free kick golazo, which I love that. Rafinha has been on great form, so yeah, and let's not forget we also played Colombia in World Cup qualifiers back in November 2023 in the first half. First, like, let me try to find that. It's all the way back in November where they were still on great form. Yeah, the 2-1 comeback. Gabriel Martinelli scored in the first 4 minutes, and then Luis Diaz made the magical comeback within 4 minutes from 70. And then they had 10 shots on target. Jesus, Allison saved 8, but he couldn't handle the pressure. We got 3. So yeah, Colombia has outplayed us. So yeah, this is a must-win game, obviously. So I'm gonna bring up my starting 11 who I think. Yup, James Rodriguez, another player from Liga MX. James Rodriguez. Oh, god dang it. Why is Google freaking not moving? Dang it. Yes, James Rodriguez, as we all know, Colombia's overall best, number 10, and captain of the Selección Colombiano. We all know he moved to Liga MX. He moved to Leon, who's on great form, even though they did lost their last 2 games back to back going into the international break. So yeah, but let's not forget we also got to watch out players like Richard Rios from Palmeiras as well. I think he will be starting. So we got Colombia. I believe this team could go on a run for the World Cup. I could see them quarterfinals. Who knows? It depends what the draw. So we'll see that. Palmeiras. Palmeiras. Yeah, Palmeiras. Funny enough, but still, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna check who did Colombia brought up, but you know what? Since we don't have Neymar, and I don't know what formation I think you know what, let's see what Brazil does, but we'll see who cuts out right. Let me check the last time we used the formation. 4-2-2 Vinicius, but since Neymar's not back. Espérate. So it depends who starts. If we start N'Golo Jesus in the number 9, then I don't know. We don't have Savinho as well, so but the starting 11 that I want is difficult, honestly. I would love to start N'Golo Jesus, even though they're better coming off the bench, I think. I don't know, obviously. This is just difficult, honestly. Just really difficult. I'm just trying to go which formation is the best, obviously. The 4-3-2-1. So in Go Jesus, I don't think you. Oh, yeah, the reason why he didn't play that game against Uruguay because he was asked to be rested against the game against Atletico Mineiro in the league before they played them Libertadores 10 days later. That's why. That's why. This is why they. Yeah, that explains. Mm. So yeah, so yeah, that's why I'm just having to look at this. God dang it! And hopefully this leads up. Get this ad out of here. Dang it! I'm not in the mood. I don't know how do I reverse it. Display manager. Mm. If Esteval's gonna start, mm-hmm. Neymar just chilling at the beaches. Oh my goodness. All right, so should we just get started? I guess if we're gonna use this formation, I don't know how do I reverse this. Ah, dang it! No, the tactics. I should have started the stream a lot earlier. Maybe I should have started around 5. I don't know. I don't know if we have to use the number 9 position. If we're gonna start Endrick or whoever number 9 we're using, the 4-2-3-1. Knowing that the ads are alright. So if I have to go with lineup builder, and there might be some controversial takes, but also we gotta rely on players' forms, every single one of them. If we have to start either Endrick or Angulo Jesus, alright, let's start with Engol. Engol, obviously. Let me see. Obviously Allison, but where is it? The lineup in training. Dang it. Alright. We'll go with Allison, obviously. Even though Liverpool lost the Carabao Cup final, he didn't even play. Not because of discomfort. Yup. We're now number 1, obviously. And then the back line, obviously. We'll go with Marquinhos, even though he hasn't been doing that great. I guess, even though he hasn't been that great. But that's the only one that we have, I guess, at center back. Obviously, we're gonna go Gabriel Martinez. Yep. Gabriel Martinez, obviously. Get out of here, ads. We'll go with that. Let's see. Because I need to keep an eye on these formations really clearly. And then, let's not forget we got João Pedro, which I think he'll start. But that's when we get into the attack. Let me see. What's his name? Sorry about that. I might have to speed this up. That's why the next time I'll do this, I have to do this earlier. I tried to do a hangout. Wait, where is he? Thought I typed his name right. Dang it. I know, where is he? Why is he not in the starting lineup? Unless I pronounce it wrong. No, he's not in this. Julington, no. Dang it, I can't find that player. Not that I forgot who plays in that position. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to argue with him. And you know, I might have to come back to it. Because I thought it was there. Of course, we're going to start brewing the manager. Dang it. He's not even the freaking starting lineup arena for some reason. Like, why? Dang it. Or let's go, Verde. Yep, from Monaco, obviously. And then since Neymar's not there, obviously, we know. And then obviously, yep, Gresson should be starting, obviously. Yep, from Flamengo, basically our own. Hold on, let me see. Shit, where is he? He's not there in the starting lineup. Like, what are you doing, lineup builder? Why is Gresson not there? Are you only trying to add European databases? That's an absolute joke. Like, their lineup builders, they need to fix up, honestly. Oh my god, but keep an eye on Gresson and will be starting, most likely. That I also want. Absolute joke from lineup builder. Like, why? And I know I'm going a bit slow, and then we're going to go Bruno de Mainiche, obviously, who just won the trophy with Newcastle. And I know I'm always starting the European bases, mostly because stupid freaking. Yep, we don't have Savinho. And then here we go, the attacker option. Obviously, we all know Rodrigo will be playing right wing. Obviously, I know some people want Vinicius drop. For me, if he's not doing good, then dang it, I forgot how to spell Rodrigo in the right way. It's really annoying. Rodrigo. Obviously, yep. Rafinha right behind them. Yep, Rafinha is on. Arguably, he better be our best form player. I doubt he'll be our captain for this. But yeah, it's really annoying. You know, your base players. Obviously, if we don't start Vinny, because no one has that space. If we have to, unless we change formation, I don't. No one Brazil has to. If we have to use Vinicius Junior, we have to. Even though he hasn't been that great since 2025. So if we have to, we're going to have to. Because I don't think no one else plays on that position. Because I know some people want to drop him, which I kind of have a feeling, but does anyone else love to play left wing? If we're going with this formation. And then number 9, we're going to use Del Pedro. So keep an eye. Yeah, I guess that's the starting lineup, especially TV Global. Yeah, there's so many gels. Let's just. Oh my god. Honestly, I just don't have enough time, obviously. I might have to just end the stream from there. So this is the lineup that I'm going to go. Lopez, Bruno, So yeah. The wing backs, like I already explained, obviously. There's just not enough time. I gotta go, unfortunately. It's really annoying. So big ups to everyone. I know this preview stream didn't end well or did enough, obviously, but I'll try to come back with the Argentina one. But yeah, all I gotta say, go Brazil, and I gotta go.